Hi. Okay, I know from my title you already know what I'm going to talk about, which is about my commission sheet. The thing is, it's wrong, it's totally wrong, it's wrong. I make a big mistake, I think. Okay, so I'm going to show you my old commission sheet, which is, it looks like this. It's actually very, you know, showing so much information on the prices, the specific prices, like you already know. Like I even make it in rupiah and dollar for international. It's a good thing, it's good. I think it's pretty good. And then I give an example after that, like the prices, how much it will cost. But the thing is, what is wrong isn't actually on the commission sheet, is on how it doesn't match my branding or niche. So as you can see on my old commission sheet, I actually put a lot of my art that I didn't really upload on my social media, especially on my TikTok, because mostly on my TikTok I only uploading things that is like chibi because it's easy to produce and I like to draw it too, and most likely to relating to FNAF. And my own commission sheet isn't really reflecting my niche. Of course, when people see it, people will be like, especially my audience will be so confused. Why do I offering a service that isn't my usual niche? Like they're going to be confused and they're not going to be engaging with this because this is not what they usually expect me to make, which is fair point. Especially I want to make it as an offer that I can give to my audience. My audience expect a chibi, especially animal version of chibi, not a semi-realistic art. That's okay. That's a good point because I my own 100% in conscious level choosing to make a chibi FNAF for my own niche branding to gather my own audience. So reflecting from that, I choose to make a new commission sheet. I take down the old one and I make the new one. Okay, so the new commission sheet, it looks like the way that you might already guess. I actually offering to make chibi instead of making the semi-realistic one, because I want people to know that I'm specialist on chibi characterization and more into like my audience isn't going to be surprised on what I upload again because this time it's now all about making chibi animal instead of a semi-realistic art. So now I was focusing on making chibi. I look up for from other people commission sheet. I look up for the prices. I make sure that I don't underprice myself because I've been like reading a lot of people saying that prices under 50k in Indonesia for a commission is too cheap. So I was like, okay, that's a fair point because art is a luxury, and if you don't want to commission an artist, you can always learn it for yourself because yeah, that's just how thing works. And the thing is, I think a lot of people underprice it because they scared that nobody will buy it. But the thing that I also learned that when you're underpricing yourself, you're putting your dignity down, and there will be a lot of manipulative and very mean people that is going to use that underpriced option for them to use you as explosive exploit. Bah. There is so many manipulative people will be exploiting you from your artwork and your underprice, which for example you make your commission is like cheap, like 10,000 rupiah to 15,000 rupiah, which is in dollar is like $1, and there is so many reports of this on Vision. I remember that this big company, they are commissioning smaller artists, especially from Indonesia, and then giving it for like higher prices to they're exploiting small artists and having like the worth that actually the artist can have. It's really a big problem, and I see how it was very predatory for artists and can really harm a lot of artists in my country. So I was like, okay, I learned from that. It's a bad thing. I cannot do that, and I make my prices like this. So for headshot, which is just the head only, it will be around 50k, and in international or using USD, it will be like $6, because when it comes to international client, you should higher up your whole price, because like it's a difference on the market and how the prices on the international market were like different state of economy, unlike in Indonesia. Then in Indonesia, like it was 50k is the most standard price, and I use that. And then for full body, I use 80k, because like I know my art isn't like the most high and detailed art style, so like, well, it's pretty cheap to think about it. Next, I make sure that I also tell people that how to pay. Almost everyone can pay in like Curious, so I just make all the option that I have as an adult, and also make sure that I also make the bank that I have on that too, so people have options on where they want to avoid the admin price. Next, I also adding like the couple, because I was like trying to make it for like the Valentine event, and I was like, I hope this is working, because I was like making things like a little bit more calculated and thinking about how I can make this offer for the Valentine days coming up. So I was making the price is 150k for 2 character, which is the first character will be 80k, and the rest of the character, the add up ones, will be like 70k, which is minus 10k, and a little bit have a discount in that. Next up, I have making an emote commission too, which is can be used on like a Twitch gaming, which is can be used for a Twitch or YouTube or even on TikTok. I see that sticker option on TikTok too is available, so I'm making that too. And I use other people as a standard too, and I see that they actually usually make minimal 6 emote for one pack, and I use that. For the emote, I make it for Indonesian 200k, and for the international is $30, which is fair price, I think. Like it's a good investment for a long term, and you just have to pay a little for something that you can use forever. Next, and the last page of this, I actually just write down the do and don'ts. And in this case, I don't really put on like the NSFW vanilla is available on the option, because I think like there cannot be a weirdo using this type of art style, making a Gunner type of stuff, just how I think it on my art style right now. Like there cannot be like certain type of people doing that stuff, I think. But just in case there is a weirdo doing that, I'm making on the don'ts. I don't do like weird fetishes stuff. Overall, I think my chibi commission is pretty much on my niche, and then it was having the good offer, like it's on the standard level of prices, and I have like add-ons, which is the emote commission, and it's already looking good. everything looking fine for me, and I think that people can have like a lot of fun with it. It fair prices, it has good commission, and I work pretty fast too, so like it's a pretty much win-win solution for me and for the other person who wants to have like fast and instant, quote unquote instant art. That's all I can say for today about commission that I make, and next I'll probably upload about the whole content and campaign that I'm going to do to promote my commission, so people will know what they can expect. And I think I'm going to like also tell you how I make the poses and like the base pose that people can choose from. And I think it will be such an amazing video for the next video. I think I'm going to upload it next month on the February Valentine. And also thank you so much for watching my yapping video about my commission shoot, and I hope you learned something from this video, because this is also a big learning moment for me. Of course, this is my very first time that my art account actually growing, and it's growing very steady for your information. And I hope you get inspired to also open your own commission that isn't burning you out, that have fair prices, and you have the idea why you shouldn't underprice yourself. And also, I hope you like this video. If you like this video, you can come in here, give a like and subscribe, because I always upload once a week. Bye bye.